Meet Alice. After 30 years of teaching, she's finally enjoying the quiet mornings she's earned. No more grading papers late into the night. No more rushing through traffic. Just peace, her favorite books, and the comfort of knowing she made it. Alice retired last year at 60. She was smart with her money. Always saved a bit, lived simply, and steered clear of debt. Now, her home is fully paid off, and her retirement account is sitting at a healthy $700,000. Most of this is in a traditional IRA, where her savings have grown for years without being taxed. And so far, she hasn't touched a penny of it. Why not? Well, her monthly pension and Social Security checks cover all her bills. She gets about $5,000 from her pension and another $2,000 from Social Security. After taxes, that's roughly $6,000 a month, more than enough for her comfortable lifestyle. But Alice knows retirement isn't just about having money in the bank. It's about understanding what's next, especially when it comes to healthcare, taxes, and something she just learned about, RMDs, or required minimum distributions. One evening, while reading online, Alice discovered some important rules about retirement accounts. She realized that even though she doesn't need her savings right now, the government will require her to start taking money out once she turns 73. These mandatory withdrawals are called RMDs, and they can have a big impact on her taxes and how long her savings will last. This discovery got her thinking more deeply about her financial future. She's never used a financial advisor before, but she's thinking it might be time to find one, not just to discuss RMDs, but also to plan for long-term care and figure out how to be more tax efficient. Because, as comfortable as her retirement is today, Alice knows life has a way of changing. Our golden years bring joy and freedom, but they can also bring new expenses and challenges. At some point, many retirees find they need a little help with daily tasks. For some, it's just getting groceries or keeping the house clean. For others, it might mean full-time assistance with things like bathing, dressing, or medical care. And the costs can be surprising. According to federal health data, more than half of Americans who reach age 65 will need some form of long-term care in their lifetime. This could mean a few months of home care or several years in an assisted living facility, depending on where you live and the level of care you need. This can cost anywhere from $4,000 to $15,000 a month, or even more. For someone like Alice, that's a real concern. Even with her strong savings, expenses like that could drain her nest egg much faster than she planned. That's why many retirees look into long-term care insurance. It's a type of coverage that helps pay for these costs if you ever need daily support. For a single woman in her early 60s, the average premium is around $1,900 a year. It's an expense, but it is also a way to protect your life savings from unpredictable medical bills down the road. Alice likes the idea of having that safety net. Since her pension and Social Security cover her daily expenses, she could easily fit an insurance payment into her budget. It's definitely something she's considering. But there's another piece of the puzzle Alice can't ignore: taxes. Even though her investments are performing well, she knows that those required withdrawals from her IRA will eventually increase her taxable income. Starting at age 73, the IRS requires retirees to take out a certain amount from tax-deferred accounts like traditional IRAs each year. These are the RMDs. We mentioned it is the government's way of finally collecting taxes on money that has been growing tax-free for decades. And if you miss an RMD, the penalty is steep, up to 25% of the amount you were supposed to withdraw. So, it's not something to take lightly. For Alice, the big question is how to manage these future withdrawals. Should she just let the money grow until the deadline? Or should she start moving some of it into a different type of account now, one that might offer more flexibility and lower taxes later? Some retirees try to reduce their future RMDs by converting money from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA. With a Roth IRA, you don't have required withdrawals during your lifetime, and the money you take out in retirement is tax-free. The catch: you have to pay income tax on the amount you convert. So, it's a trade-off. Pay taxes now, or pay them later. This is where professional guidance is so valuable. A good financial advisor can run the numbers and help you decide if a conversion makes sense for your specific situation, based on your income, age, and long-term goals. For Alice, it's not about finding a perfect, magical solution. It's about finding a simple strategy that helps her avoid any unpleasant tax surprises in the future. Looking back, Alice is proud of her journey. She worked hard, invested wisely, and resisted the temptation to spend more as her income grew. Now, she's enjoying the rewards of that discipline. Her story isn't about living a life of luxury. It's about freedom, the freedom that comes from knowing your bills are paid, your home is yours, and your future is secure. But she also knows that peace of mind isn't automatic. It requires staying informed, doing your research, and being willing to adapt. That's why she's taking the time to learn about RMDs, long-term care, and smart tax planning. Let's quickly break down how RMDs work. When you turn 73, you have to withdraw a minimum percentage of your retirement balance. The exact amount depends on your account size and a life expectancy factor from the IRS. For example, with a $700,000 IRA, Alice's first RMD might be around $27,000. If you don't need that money for living expenses, you can reinvest it in a regular brokerage account. Or, you could donate it directly to a qualified charity, which is a great way to lower your taxable income. Alice likes that idea, giving back while being financially smart. She knows her retirement is about more than just herself. It's about the legacy she wants to leave. But with all this planning, there's one thing Alice never loses sight of: enjoying her life right now. What? As the point of all that saving, if you do not take the time to appreciate what you've built. So she travels a little, visits old friends, and spends her afternoons reading the novels she used to teach. Her days are full of contentment, and her nights are filled with the quiet confidence that she's prepared for whatever comes next. Alice's journey offers some great lessons for all of us. First, start saving early. Second, live below your means and avoid debt. Third, understand the financial rules that will affect your future. And fourth, plan not just for yourself, but for the people you love. For many of us, retirement feels both exciting and a little scary. It's a new chapter, but also a financial balancing act. Knowing the rules and how to use them to your advantage can make all the difference. Alice's story shows that retirement planning, about how much money you have it, about how wisely you manage it. Whether you have $700,000 or $70,000, the principles are the same. Save consistently, plan realistically, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. She may not have all the answers, but she's asking the right questions. And in the end, that's what truly matters. The best kind of retirement is built on awareness, confidence, and purpose. Alice knows she can't control the future, but she can prepare for it. And that preparation is what gives her true freedom. So, as you plan your own retirement, remember Alice's story. Start where you are. Learn as you go, and make choices that bring you peace of mind. Because true wealth isn't just about the numbers in your account. It's about knowing your future is secure and your present is full of life. Thanks for watching. And do you won't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you plan smart and live free.